Right guys, a bit of a comedy update really. The last footage that you will have seen would have been me just setting off to go for a drive now that I've got the CB set up in the car. Interesting fact, left it plugged into the cigarette lighter overnight, so as soon as I turn the key in the ignition the battery's flat, and the other car is out at the moment, so I can't even take a jump from the wife's motor. So I'm stuck in the house. I thought, since I've got some time and the weather is not too bad, it's early February 2016, a bit windy, a little bit chilly, but thought I'd have a go at least having a look at the Homebase aerial. So the plan then is to position the aerial. Let me just show you the reason that I'm planning on just putting it out in the garden rather than straight up on the roof, which is probably the more sensible thing to do. I've got quite a good kind of skyline up on my deck in here. It looks straight across London, really. Bottom left hand corner, sort of Kensington, I suppose, that sort of area. So I'm looking right down across North London towards the Thames. It's a good bloody distance down to the Thames there, but the skyline that you'll see is probably that sort of distance. So I'm going to have a go at just basically erecting the Homebase aerial using the D-clamps on that old patio umbrella stand. It's pretty hefty, pretty tall, so I'm going to have a go at trying to mount it on that. I'll get the box open, let's see what we can do. Alright, so I've got the box open, it's the aerial there. Did also come with a little brochure from Knight's CB radio, which is obviously where it come from. I bought it actually from Amazon, but that's obviously where it got shipped out of. So it's the aerial itself. That's the mounting bracket, and then in here is the clamps and what do you call them? Things what go around it that you can tighten up so it stays in position. I've gone what you call them. So it's a bit blowy out here. It is a bit parky. Hopefully if it don't take too long I can get it up and running in the next short period. I've got the old umbrella stand there, so I'm hoping that the D-clamps will work on that. That's the next thing we're going to test, so I'll catch you in a sec. Alright, back again. Just a quick update. I'm going to need to do this kind of in sections because obviously I'm doing this on my own, and I need both pairs of hands, it looks like, to get this done. So I've got it kind of laid out on the patio, just briefly. Got one section sort of in place. If I show you, there's like 3 or 4 sections, but I can't find it now, but each kind of subsection is marked with a pen mark, and then what I've done is just put that, wish I could remember the name of what that is, but put that little doodad in position so it clamps down and holds the section of aerial in position. And I'm just looking down for the next mark, which I don't know if you can catch that. So that'll be the next bit. Do that twice more and then it should be kind of at its appropriate length. Got the other bits and pieces. Need to get some tools and bits of that. The other thing, that red thing there, is a cap. Obviously stops the rain from getting in there. The other thing I noticed, I think, certainly there was one smaller, but these seem to be slightly different sizes. So if you're putting this aerial up, just make sure, they do look fairly similar actually, but there certainly was a smaller one to go in the top section. I've just had a thought actually about how I'm going to get the other bits on. Alright, I'll work something out. I'll give you an update in a minute. Speak to you soon. Alright, so I I've got most of the sections together now. You can see it's quite the length. So I've picked it up in its sections. And it's pretty lightweight, so it's not too difficult a job, and it wasn't too fiddly. So that's the very tip of the aerial. That's the rain cap there. And it runs down into separate sections, as I said. You can see that one there as well. So I've just drawn them out and then clamped them down where the pen mark is. I don't know if we can find any others there in kind of odd positions. No, but there's the different sections. There's another pen mark there. So they are kind of in the right position. I've picked it up. It does wobble around a little bit in the wind, which I think in high winds might be an interesting thing, but everything's as tight as it can be. All I want to do now is get this section clamped onto there, fairly low to start with, and then I'll try and slot the rest of it in, and that would be the aerial erected, which is quite a thing to do in February, Sunday afternoon, because it's pretty windy. Nothing to be honest about it, but them metal tubes are pretty chilly when you haven't got gloves on, so I haven't got a lot of feeling left in my fingers. But let's get the next bit done, and we can break for a cup of coffee if we need to. Cool. Alright, so I've sort of started that out wrong. What I've done in putting that on, I've kind of done it in the wrong order, and it turns out I've missed the very top of the aerial that was right down inside. So I've broken it apart, sort of thing, taken the different sections out, and I understand it a bit better. That would be in the wrong place. I need a different one to go there. So I'm going to loosen that off, stick that section as the highest section, and then we should be doing it the right way again. Alright, so we got the D-clamps in and screwed on moderately tight. I'm just at the bottom of the pole at the moment. The other thing was that there were 3 screws that screw this black cover onto the mounting bolt. Don't know if that's an earthy thing or just like a rain cover, but I've connected it all up as it says. Actually, when I say as it says, it didn't come with any clear instructions as far as I could find, but it is fairly common sense. If you're watching this as well, hopefully you're getting some tips. I started out a bit on the wrong foot, but seem to have straightened things out now. So the next thing is to drop the large section. This big long bit has got to drop in and be clamped in. I'm going to lower it down a bit to be able to do that. So as I say, I'm doing this on my own, and then I'm going to raise the whole thing up a bit, probably to that sort of height. I'm not sure how far off the ground that will be because my decking's quite raised, so that's helpful, but also to get it up to a height where the bottom where the cable goes is an accessible level. I will plan to raise it up, so that's the next thing we're going to have a go at. Okay, pretty much all finished up, at least for the first test. Bloody freezing. So yeah, got the bungee on, just strapping it in a little bit tighter, just to hold it fast, just in case the wind does pick up. And then I've got the coax just quickly plugged in, and then very untidily just down to the garage, which is where I'm going to set the radio up, and see how we get on. Back soon. Alright, we're back. Indoors now, finally. Got everything connected up, just moved it into the garage amongst the kids' toys and stuff. Had a quick scan around the channels, just in the vain hope of hearing something. Much the same, much the same results as earlier today in the car, just before I flattened the blown battery. Yeah, nothing out there as far as I can tell, which is a bit of a disappointment. There's a bit of cackle there on channel 19. Which almost definitely is because I'm getting out a bit further, or will be. So yeah, just a very, very temporary setup. You can see the coax running out from the garage up to my new aerial. There is some noise on channel 19, but no vocal. But yeah, cool. We're kind of set up. I'll do some general tidying up. The next job, obviously, is to make sure that the aerial's sward. I'm really not looking forward to spending bloody more time fiddling around with it, but let's see where we are on the sward, and if I can key up safely, then that's cool. Back soon. Alright, back again. Got the sward meter on. First touch, not too bad. Needs a bit of work as to be expected. Just to try and show you the sward. Sets forward. We're on channel 40. That's set. Sit still, you, and you'll see it's about 2.2 as it stands on channel 40. Same thing on channel 1. Alright, things are a bit more stable now, hopefully. We are on channel 1. We are well under since the slippage. Set it to set. Set it to reflective. Oh, it's gone up actually. 2.5 on channel 1. About 2 on channel 40. So it's within where it needs to be, but it could be a lot lower. I'm not sure if right now I can be bothered to fiddle about with it too much, because I've been at it for quite a while. Just going to check it again. So 2.5 on 1, 40 is 2. So it's lower on channel 40 than it is on channel 1. I think that means it needs to be taller. I might have one quick go at just bring the sward down while everything's set up, but I'm not going to spend all bloody afternoon. It's been a couple of hours now. We'll see how we get on. I'll give one quick test, check the sward again, give you another update. Alright, went out earlier, just wanted to have a look at the sward. There's something going on channel 19 there. Right, the sward was pretty high, so I've been out to test it again. Trying to do it one-handed. You'll see now that I've got the basically one of the sections of the area had slipped back inside itself, which had shortened the area, which pushed the sward right up. So now on channel 1, if you can make that out, but the needle's not even moving. Channel 40, pretty much the same, just a little tiny twitch. But yeah, we're right down on the sward, so that's really good news. Just before I record, I was going through the channels. Still not a lot of activity. Keep hearing some vagueness, but not really all the way there. Something on the 1.5 there. There's something keen up there for sure. Let's have a quick go, see what we get. 1 line for a copy, 1 line for a copy. Alright mate, I am getting a copy from you, but it's really, really low. I'm not really getting much audio. Come back again, let's have another over, see if I can pick you out. Yeah, thanks for that, mate. As I say, I'm not really making out what you're saying to me. I've just got a very, very quiet voice in the back of the box. do appreciate you coming back to me though, Breaker. Thanks very much for that. Sorry we couldn't communicate effectively, but thanks for picking up. Any breaker on the 1 line, come back to me. Alright, not sure if you got that. Just a very, very quiet voice. I just heard him say really quietly in the back of the box, copy, copy, copy. Sounds like I got to him. Well, I'm hoping I got to him. Maybe he's on a mobile or something. So, I'm going to have a break. Pretty bloody cold, a bit warmer now. I've come in the garage. But it took a little while to get the old aerial up. Alright, hang on. Yeah, that breaker come over again? Yeah, that's a lot better, mate. Was that the same guy I was talking to just now? Yeah, much stronger signal now, mate. What are you, mobile? Alright, got you there. What's your 20, mate, please? Roger that. I'm just up in Barnet. So yeah, this is I haven't had a radio on in quite a long time. I've just put a new aerial up. So can you let me know signal strength and stuff? How am I coming across? Sounding good to you then, mate, yeah? Yeah, a little bit lower, mate. I'd say probably about a 5, 3 or 5 something. I've probably got more work to do, mate, with the aerial. To be honest, it's not in its permanent position, so just wanted to do a quick test this afternoon just to see what we'd get. Appreciate you coming back, mate. What was your call sign there? Personal David, I think I got there, mate. This is Matt up in Barnet. So just using the call sign Charlie Tango 1994 for the first time. Yeah, not coming back to me too strong, mate. Try that one again. Yeah, not picking you out well enough, mate. Apologies for that. We'll try again another time. Yeah, good talking to you. Thanks very much, David. Have a good day. All right, interesting. Southgate, not that far from me. 3 miles, 4 miles. Obviously not sure what his rig was or what his setup was. Don't know if we can really count that as a contact because I couldn't really make out what he was saying. But I'm well happy with that. Again, we'll have another go this evening, try a couple of times over the next few days, see what we can get. Cool, good stuff. We made contact with someone only up the road. Probably would have been easier to shout out the window, but never mind, that's not what this is about. All the best, guys. Speak to you again soon.